subscribe. Darling Radio. Like and subscribe.
We got a lot. Let's get East Siders in the building. Let's get East Siders. Brother East Siders, hop on.
Hey, what's going on? How you doing?
I'm good, brother. How are you, sir?
Oh man, I'm good, man. Another thing I wanted to point out, that these, I'll call them imported Sambos as well as the domesticated Sambos. They all salty because we're not playing plantation Negroes.
Yeah.
And the so-called white liberals is pissed off because we don't get to play their pets anymore. They dress up their dogs and their cats and everything. We ain't going for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Also, the last thing I wanted to mention is like I was talking about before about that Juan Crow. That's something that everybody need to speak up on. I'll land there.
Thank you. Yeah, we better watch out because they're going to start that Juan Crow stuff. They're about to start trying to rewrite history to make it seem like Latinos had a comparative oppressive system against them in America, and they did not. Because that's their way to weasel around to reparations, by the way. Because whenever we talk about reparations, again, we always get somebody who pops in, well, my cousin was discriminated against because he was dark skinned. It was that. They'll find some Afro-Latino who they discriminated against over there in Latin America and who came over here and got discriminated against, but it's their cousin. So they'll try to latch on to the discrimination of their dark-skinned cousin. Now, look, my family has suffered too. So we need reparations just like you FBA Negroes. No. No. We're not doing that. Char Mom? Char?
Oh, yes.
Hey, what's going on, ma'am?
Hi, how are you, sir?
I'm good. What's happening with you?
I just wanted to, I am new to this and I've never participated in any kind of podcasting.
Okay.
But I wanted to just share with everyone that I am so proud that people are educated and mindful and standing up for our rights.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Absolutely. We're glad to do that. Thank you so much, Char Mom. Okay, she didn't really have too much to say. Gordon, what's up, Gordon? Mr. Gordon? Mr. Gordon. While we're waiting on Mr. Gordon, let's get Elon Musk in the building. Brother Elon Musk.
Oh, okay. So me?
Yes.
Hey, what's going on, Tariq? I've talked to you a couple of times in here. Federal employee, current HBCU master's degree student right now. I want to let everybody know that what they're trying to do is tell every black person right now that if you are going to an HBCU, that you are no longer going to receive any type of funding because Trump is getting rid of the Department of Education. That is not true. We have many measures that are going to protect all of our HBCUs. It's already happened before. It's going to happen again. And don't listen to what all these Democratic Boule plantation followers are saying.
Mm-mm. And I'm glad you brought that up, brother, because, yeah, they're doing a lot of those scare tactics. Trump and those guys are talking about getting rid of DEI, that diversity, equity, inclusion. And now you got all these Democrat Sambos who that's going to be targeting black folks. And everybody's pointing out those DEI programs that primarily benefits white women. We really don't benefit from that because those big diversity, equity, minority programs, those are worded in a way to help everybody but us, but to use our struggle in order to help everybody. And we're just not going for that. That's not a carrot you're going to dangle over us. We don't really benefit from those programs anyway, man. You go to certain places with these diversity, equity programs, and it's a whole bunch of Hispanic, Asian, LGBT. It's every other type of representation, and we're like one or two people in there. So we're not going for that. So we got to understand the game. See, they've always done the spook that sat by the door game, where companies would have one or two black people, literally one or two, and they'll put them right in the front. That was the whole concept of the spook who sat by the door. A brother in the 60s, Stan Greenlee, wrote a book about a token black person. And the book was called The Spook Who Sat by the Door. Spook had a double entendre term. The spook was the name of a federal FBI agent. That's what they called FBI agent spooks, because the book was about an FBI agent who secretly taught black street gangs guerrilla warfare. So the spook who sat by the door was, one, the spook was an FBI agent, the first black FBI agent, and second, a spook was a derogatory term that they would have for black people. And the whole concept of the spook who sat by the door was based on the concept of white people hiring a black person and making sure they sat the black person in the front so that they can be seen. That was a common tactic that started in the 60s in order to show that the company was diverse, that there was a minority presence. They would put a black person right in the front, and that would be the only black person there. But when you walk in, you saw a black person, so you're like, oh, okay. So this is an inclusive place. So that's what, even now, you go to places now, if they have a black person, usually that black person is the receptionist. And you know what's interesting? They make sure it's the blackest person they can find, the most stereotypically looking black person they can find to put in the very, very front. You notice that? When you go to the DMV, you go to the courthouse or whatever, they usually have some big back, loud Bunny Ruckus mammy right there in the front. You understand? Let's keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a buck. They put the biggest mammy right there in the front. That's the first thing you see. You know? To say, hey, look, hey, we got blackness in here. Now she's the only one working there. Hey, we got some blackness in here. Look at this is diverse. Look, we got Boom Quisha right there in the front. There you go. So yeah, that's the game they play. So with the diversity, equity, inclusion programs, they'll put Boom Quisha in the front, and then they'll have 20 LGBT white people, then 30 white Hispanics, then 25 more East Indians who identify as Caucasian. You see, so that covers all of the diversity, equity, and inclusion programs. So this is what I'm saying. It don't really benefit us like that. It might benefit one or two Boom Quishas, but it really doesn't benefit the masses of us. We just don't get that. You see? So we got to understand the game and the racial politics, especially the way they play these games on jobs. Let's get our brother Robbie in the building.
Good morning, brother. Man, you always have me rolling. The Spook Who Sat by the Door sounds like that would be a great movie one day for somebody to do a remake. I think it would be very timely. And then it's funny how you're very prophetic, because as you're talking, I saw on the timeline them anytime they kind of just put something out there to see if it sticks, it's coming from a think tank. They come talking about AOC could possibly run for president in
Oh,
2028. I just think that, like, what you're saying is they've tried using black faces. They want to try to save face and see if they can still sell black girl magic but practice white women sorcery,
mm,
right? And the white women sorcery didn't work. So maybe that's their way of like trying to pander to the Hispanics. So that's why they're trying to tether to our history, try to see if there's some camaraderie. And it's like I think they're gonna try to replace some of those Boule Negroes, you know what I'm saying, with some empanadas. I don't know what you think about that.
yeah, man, because look, the Boule class, they're just ineffective right now. And the whole purpose of the Boule class was to shame us and whip us into shape so that we do what we're told when the Democrats come a running. Remember, have y'all seen some of the price list that's come out? How much they've been paying these folks? They gave Al Sharpton $500,000. You think? They just showed that they gave Kamala's campaign gave Sharpton $500,000 for nothing because he wasn't effective. So yeah, the Democrats, they're not going to throw out that bad money like that. And that's why the Boule class, they're shaking in their boots right now because that money's going to dry up. That Boule class, remember, they get money for running out here shaming us, yelling at us, trying to whip us into shape. They get a bag out of it. And they're always trying to project that we are over here getting some kind of bag from somebody. Y'all must be getting paid by Trump. That's all projection because they're getting paid by the DNC. None of us over here are getting paid by no damn Trump. None of us. Who are they getting paid by? When you start looking at their paperwork, you see all these checks that get written to them, and then they be in denial about it. Like with Oprah, they got paperwork where her company, she got paid. And then when they ask her, no, I don't know about no money now. I don't know. So it's a very interesting dynamic out here. Let's get Shay in the building.
What's up, y'all? What's up, family? Shay from New
How
York.
you
I'm just. How you doing,
doing?
Tariq? Oh God, I hope y'all can hear me.
We can hear you great. Go ahead.
Okay. So the issue is, I'm just tired of seeing the same old thing, and I want to know what we're gonna do for as the people to help our own people. Even currently, right now, you was talking about employment, and I'm on the phone, talking court procedures, and the person speaking, like the judge's secretary, can hardly speak English,
Mm,
whether it's African or Latino, and this is current. I also know some younger folks, you know what I'm saying, who's trying to get jobs and they're being denied.
yeah,
I'm talking about Americans. So something needs to be done about that. And I'm like, well, are they paying them less where they don't want to employ Americans? Because at one time they was trying to say that America doesn't want to go back to work. Remember Biden say that? That's not true. And this is also for white America too. So I don't know what's going to happen next or what we need to do to make sure that we stay employed. Now, a couple of years ago, I tried to start an organization under the National Action Network, Al Sharpton, called the National Action Task Force, which is to monitor um, our opportunities, so to speak. So it's like going back to the 60s to make sure that we're being employed, that we're being educated, and that we're being housed. And, we need an enforcement unit, which I currently try to present to Trump. But I'm saying is, and he shut it down, by the way.
mm,
So yes, that Negro is a sellout. So what I'm saying is we need something like that now. And if you just want to weigh in on our crisis that are still happening. Peace, y'all.
thank you, dear. Thank you so much, Miss Shay. All right. Let's get ODB. Let's get ODB in the building. ODB in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. How you doing, Tariq, man? I appreciate you letting me on stage.
How you doing, fam?
Man, I'm doing good. Up with the baby right now. She woke me up, so got to catch one of the late night spaces.
Oh yeah.
Man, yeah, man. I know you were late, man. So I was in Luke's space. I just want to speak how these Boule Negroes, man. He held this space pretty much like a Negro auction in that. Like, hey, you niggas over here, look what you made us do. All of this and all of that. And in the meanwhile, he was over here talking about how he was happy to see or couldn't wait for the next black man to get lynched, right out his mouth and things like that. And another thing I just wanted to touch on, the misinformation campaign with the Democrats over here talking about they're giving reparations to white people. I think it's just due to the fact that they don't see themselves in America as Americans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely not foundational Black Americans or being foundational to the country, where they could see a place where DEI has hurt Black people and we could get some of that dowry money too. You know what I mean? So shout out to you letting me on stage, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much, brother. So yeah, the family, I want folks to understand there's going to be a lot of misinformation coming from the Democrats. They're going to use a lot of these COINTELPRO tactics because what we did was an unprecedented move. We got on code and we moved as a group, enough of us, and we crippled a powerful political entity where these folks sat up here and put in billions of dollars. These price lists and these receipts are coming out with all the money they spent. These folks spent just a gazillion dollars on celebrities, ads, promotions. Oh my goodness, everybody's price lists are coming out. That was a lot of money they put out there. And for them to get toppled because of what the grassroots was doing, family, they on our bumper, which is good. We got to just stand up to it and be ready. We got to stand. You better know what power is. We made a power move. And listen, when you make power moves, family, there's going to be backlash. So that's why us remaining on code is very important. We got to have each other's backs out here. We got to watch the tether class when they're doing these hate spaces and denigrating us. We got to really watch out and just make sure everybody is good.
Hi, I'm Mateo. Do you want to learn about Hidden Heroes? Hidden Heroes from A to Z is a cool book that tells the stories of amazing black heroes you might not know about. You'll meet inventors, you'll meet explorers, and leaders who change the world. It's fun, inspiring, and you can learn so much. Get your copy now at hiddenhistorymuseum.com. Let's discover our hidden heroes together.